Nate and Stacia win on decision day.
Absolutely.
Welcome to Cliff Alerts. Today we're going to be talking about Lifetime Network's reality-based TV series, Married at First Sight, season number 15, episode number 17.
But before we get into that, please like, share, and subscribe. Please click that notification button so you know when we upload new videos, and we appreciate your support of this channel. So let's get into Nate and Stacia.
Yeah, if Olive don't get in the way first, but that's okay.
After all the upset, they showed Nate and Stacia discussing the path that they're taking, and Nate said that he doesn't like executive Stacia, that she is a sister who doesn't want to relinquish control, and that he feels like he is not enough.
And his wife, Stacia, decided to reveal to us that she didn't really want to feel the way she was feeling heading into decision day, which was not a good place. It was a place of uncertainty and a place where she didn't feel comfortable with.
She doesn't understand why he would believe that if she has a child, would abandon it. And she was really upset that he would put her in that light. And she thinks that he has a lot of childhood trauma to unpack to get to a healthy place. Does he love her? Does he not love her? I'm falling in love with you. I don't love you. He showed his immaturity last week, certainly.
Yeah, I think as they were both heading to their meeting with Dr. Pepper and Pastor Cal, I think they were talking just briefly about what they felt like that couple, who I think they really admired, seemed like they needed to do, and that was figure out how they could both meet each other's emotional needs to be successful moving forward.
Right. Because both the doctor and the pastor believed that they were a solid couple, and that they can really grow to make a stronger bond together.
Yeah, and before they actually, got to the point where they actually revealed their decisions, Stacia said something that was I think pretty revealing in the sense that she told Nate basically that being married to him taught her certain things about forgiveness, how to be patient, and just how to be a better mate.
Right.
And Nate also took the opportunity to do the same thing by saying, "Hey, look, I see us as a power couple now. Me personally, I don't think that they're there yet, but they're on their way. They've decided that they're going to be a power couple." And Nate also said that he believes that he and Stacia, in terms of their marriage, have been tested, and that sometimes, even though they've gone through those tests together, he doesn't believe that Stacia really and truly believes in him.
Well, if he has a problem with that, I'm not understanding why they should continue. But that's just me. Because if this is going to be a reoccurring theme until they finally get it together, sure. But if he goes in believing that, that's going to be a reoccurring thing for them.
Right.
And all these things, upsets that come up, that you got to put aside so you can continue down the pathway of companionship, love, and togetherness in a healthy way. And he did have flowers. Every girl's heart blossoms when they see flowers. So he did have that going on with him, because they didn't leave each other in a very positive way.
Right.
When they separated prior to decision day. So of course they said yes to each other. Stacia said although there are issues, she's gonna fight for her marriage, and that's usually what it is. There could be issues, but you gotta commit and fight for what you believe it's gonna turn into.
Yeah, on the other side, Nate said that the first 6 weeks of this process were really great for him, but the last week and a half or so in the lead up to decision day had some challenges, but he said to Stacia that the pros far
Right.
outweigh the cons.
Right.
Okay, and that he wanted to stay married to his wife, Stacia.
Right, because that's certainly a way you can figure out how to make a decision. You cut a page, the pros, the cons, write them down, and if one side is greater than the other, then your decision is made.
Yeah, and in the lead up to that, he admitted that one, he needed to apologize to Stacia for being, I guess, for lack of a better expression, emotionally overwhelmed. In this whole process.
And he was a little immature too.
Yeah, I think that's probably
He was a
fair.
little immature too.
But I think he's come to the realization that he can be vulnerable with his wife, and that's a good thing. That's a good place for him to be, good space for him to be, and that she's not there to take advantage of that, but to use that, as an opportunity to become closer to her man.
And I think the important thing, one characteristic she has, is she's a patient woman, and he will need a patient woman to get through what he is dealing with.
Yeah, absolutely, because he's got a whole lot to overcome.
Right.
Sure. Pastor Calvin said that, hey, look, glad to hear that both of you guys are staying together. We are proud of you. We admire you, and we want to toast you. That was an important part.
All right. Well, the following day, they meet with the other couples. There's a barbecue. The liquor and the food is flowing. And when the couples asked Nate why he said yes because he doesn't want to quit his marriage. The single Nate would have gone his way, but the married Nate
Not happening.
is committed to the relationship, and he's committed to his wife.
Yep.
Stacia said that she wanted to fight for her marriage because Nate has shown her that their life can be good together.
Yep. Married Nate, ain't no quitting him.
Right. That's
no
what he
quitting
said,
in
and that was
Nate.
powerful.
Yep. Absolutely it was. And for that, I gotta tip my hat to the brother, because that's showing some growth and maturity right then and there.
Absolutely.
Right then and there. So.
Absolutely. Because after 8 weeks and that's where you are, that's a good advancement.
Yeah, he's made a lot of progression from where he started to where he was now, for sure.
Right.
And they've made a lot of progress together as a unit. And I think that again, I wish them the best, because I kind of predicted that they would be a couple to stay together, and that at some point in time, I'm sure they're gonna start having a family and all that, and it's gonna be good things. And I think they'll work out that issue or that concern that maybe Nate had about being able to have fun.
Well, I think the show has given them tools that they can use when they get in those hard places.
Mm-hmm.
And Stacia did convince Nate that they should get into counseling, so that too will help with him resolving and putting aside those childhood traumas as they relate to his mom.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can recall I think a little funny remark that Pastor Cal said. He said, "Man, y'all aged me." So yeah, I'm sure Pastor Cal and Dr. Pepper and all and the rest of us are happy to see y'all, but realize what kind of impact y'all may have had on him, Stacia and Nate.
Well, this entire show has aged us, every last one of us. At least that's what I think. Because my oh my.
And them 2 hours every Wednesday night ain't been easy to sit through one.
Anywho, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please send us your comments. We wish them the best.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you in the next bit.
Got another one right. We'll see how long that lasts.
Alexis and Justin. Stay tuned.